A very good morning, dear students. Today we are going to revise lesson 2, the earliest societies. Now let's have a quick recap of the chapter. In this chapter, 3 periods of human history are described. Number 1 is Paleolithic period. This term refers to the age where we find a large number of stone tools. It extends from 2 million years ago to about 12,000 years ago and is divided into lower, middle and upper Paleolithic. Then comes the Mesolithic period. This period extends from 10,000 years ago to about 12,000 years ago. Stone tools found during this period were generally tiny and were called microliths. Then comes the Neolithic period. This was the period that dates back to about 10,000 years ago and is therefore known as New Stone Age. Now comes the chief features and characteristic of the earliest people. The earliest people were hunter-gatherer. This name comes from the way they collected food. They hunted animals, collected berries and fruits, and gathered nuts and eggs. To hunt the animals, they need to move from one place to another. Now, dear students, how do we know about the early man? This has been possible through an analysis of objects found which were probably used by the early man. For example, the tools made of stone, bones and wood. Stone tools were used to cut meats and bones, to scrape bark and animal skins, as well as to chop fruits and roots. Now, discovery of fire. Discovery of fire was the greatest achievement of this period. The early man used light to lit up his caves, to scare away the wild animals at night, and later on he roasted his food in it and made it more tasty. For early man, the fire was an object of wonder. Now, the art of the early man. Now, dear student, when early man lived in caves in the early stages of development, he started drawing the figures on the walls and ceilings of the caves, and later on these drawings developed into beautiful designs. Now, he also made the ornaments from the ivory, bones and beautiful stones. Now, choosing a place to live in. On what basis the early people they choose the place to live in? Now, the dwellings chosen by the early man were located near the sources of water, such as rivers and lakes, as well as where the good quality of stones tools were available. Now, let's have a recap of the key terms of the chapter 2. Prehistoric times. Prehistoric time is a period of man's history for which no written record is available. Paleolithic period, the early Stone Age when man led the life of a food gatherer and wanderer. Nomad, a wanderer. Flint, a hard steel grey stone. Next video I am going to send the description of the stone tools. Thank you.